Welcome to Trading HT, honest traders. First of all, remember to read the disclaimer right here and also in the description below. Very interesting chart we have right here, super microcomputer. Let us know in the comments if you are following this stock or how do you see the current situation. Remember, after those earnings and revenue that were released, we have the key facts of this week right here. In this second quarter of 2025, super microcomputer reported $5.7 billion in sales, a 55% increase more or less, but below estimates. The EPS was $0.51, exceeding expectations. Revenue outlook revised to 23.5 and 25 between that range billion dollars. Those were the latest updates for this week, and the price action after those earnings. Let's see in the 1 hour time frame to see with more detail what happened, because it's a very interesting idea to analyze it. We had this initial movement to the upside in around 12 hours more or less, movement of more than 31% to the upside. From there, another movement but to the lower side, in this case in a week we could say 6 days, 66 bars, and you have right there more minus 40 something percent to lower side. And from there the price started to create this type of range. You can let us know if you think this is an upside or not. Between these levels, the $33 area more or less, let me mark it right there, and the 45 more or less. And from there, that movement that started to the highest part, it took more or less 8 days. And from there, let's put the last correction also, just in case. So we have it right there, minus 16% in 6 days. So this could be the latest range. Let us know if you are following this price action as such, or you have a different idea. And this last movement that reached to those highest parts, maybe was the initial part of a longer movement, the bullish side, or not. I want to know your opinion in the comment below. I'm very interested in knowing that, and I like to read all your comments. Let's go with the daily time frame now that we have that perspective in percentages and what happened from there. Obviously, from the candles perspective, remember, the bigger the volume, the bigger the candle, as we are using the volume candles indicator. And you can see right here the volume has been a little bit bigger, we could say around this period, comparing it to previous price action during this last month of January and February, and then to the current price action. Also the volume is smaller right now. So what could be causing this? How do you see this situation from the longer time frame perspective? Very interesting, this green level that we have right here, very close to the current price action. Why do we have that marked? In our opinion, it was a key level because in the past, you can see right here, this was a cup of tea coffee pattern, we could say, or head and shoulders pattern. It depends how you drew it. And from there, we had the key breakout right here, and this movement started. We had this uptrend. Let me draw it very fast right here so we can comment it with information. In more or less 48 days, an upside of more than 230%, reaching those new highs that were trading around $123. Wow, what a good number, But from there, the situation completely changed, and this movement to the lower side started. First with a correction of 45%, with another movement to the upside of 50 something percent, and from there the leg to the downside continued with a drop of minus 81%. If we take into account the whole drop in the price, we were talking about more than minus 85%. Wow, what a crash right there. But the situation changed. We had the stock split right here. If you remember that, we had multiple earnings, so the situation could have changed. We had all the situation with the auditors, etc., with the Nasdaq. Apparently, the market reacted in a positive way after all that and started to go a little bit higher with this perspective. More than 20 days it took, but it reached more than 180% to the upside. But from there, another correction. The good thing was that this time, good thing for the bullish investors, was that this time it got corrected to a higher level, so it created a higher low, minus 46%. And from there, another movement, another leg to the upside. Very bullish, a lot of strength, you can see right there, of more than 160%. But from there, this is the last movement that we have, taking into account also the last earnings and revenue, minus 48% to current prices, more or less minus 40. So key question for you guys, do you think from this moment this price action could continue and make another leg to the higher part? Do you think this would be the opposite and we would make right now a lower lows and this could continue the previous downtrend that we had right here? Or do you see a different scenario, maybe the price ranging around here, or a different idea? Please share it in the comments below, as we think this is a very important moment for SMCI at this current moment at $40. Why do we think that? Also, of course, we want to know your opinions in the comments below. We're very happy to read them always. Let's go with the forecast from the Wall Street analysts to see what they think at the current level and current situation for this stock. And we have 10 analysts offering that 1 year price forecast, and the maximum estimate $70, so plus 75% more or less from current levels. The minimum $15, minus 63% more or less from the current levels. And the average between these 10 analysts, it's still bullish from current prices. It would be around $50, so more or less plus 24% to the upside. Very interesting that this current price, we have the neutral right there also with this analyst rating based on 12 analysts. What is your opinion? I want to know that in the comments. But this current price, right now is 40, but the average 49. Let's see in the chart, because it was being traded the 49 level more or less right here. Yeah, the 27th of February. So at the end of the last month, we were trading around that level. So very interesting to take into account that key level. What do you think about it? Do you think Wall Street analysts in the bullish side will have the reason, or those in the bearish side, or a different idea? Of course, we want to know your own forecast in this section. Let's go in order to have more key information about this stock, because I really enjoy all the tools that we have right here with the TradingView platform. Remember, you have a link in the description below with an affiliate link with $30 discount, if I'm not mistaken. Feel free to use it, of course. Thank you very much. And we have the seasonal section. And in this chart, a lot of information. At first, let me put my camera out so you can see with more details all the information. We have data since 2020. I think it's very interesting. We could also gather more information if we want to see previous years. Let us know in the comments below and we can comment that in next videos. But for now, let's take since 2020, so more or less 4 years and the start of the current one. And we have the best year was 2023. The second best year 2022, the third 2023. So we had those 3 in a row. So key question, could 2025 be the next best year? Well, I jumped 2024. Yeah, I thought that we were from 2023 to 2025. Yeah, 2024 was more or less in the neutral territory with a 6%. The interesting fact about 2024 is, like, if you take a look right here, is this red line. It started with an upside of more than 300% in the 13th of March was the highest point of that year. From there, it started to drop very dramatically until it reached like 115 year-to-date perspective. Another movement to the upside when they tried, but then it started to go lower and lower, reaching even a negative year-to-date percentages with minus 37%. And from there, it ended up a little bit higher with 6.78%. A very interesting year, 2024. 2023 was more or less the same with that upside, 320%, but it completed the year in a positive territory, 238%. And 2022, we could say lower year-to-date percentages, but it was also one of the best years, as you can see in this chart. So key question, 2025, it started very, very well. We can see right there with an upside of more than 100 $100, yeah, 100% exactly right there, the 19th of February. But from there, it started to correct again. So key question, do you think this year, 2025, could end in the positive territory at the end of the year, or in the negative? And also, which percentage, if you have a prediction, do you think could happen? Of course, this is very difficult to predict, as you can see in the chart right here. All the years completely insane, they went higher, lower, very difficult to know how could it start and how could it end. As you see in 2024, it started very, very well and ended up almost in 0%. And then we have a different scenario in other years where it started in the negative side and it ended up in the positive or other scenarios. As usual, in trading, anything is possible, everything can happen, so make sure to have a plan. Share in the comments below how do you see Super Microcomputer Inc. Let's end the video with the chart right here. So key question for you: do you think this latest price action could be replicated again to lower side, to the upper part? How do you see these latest fractals? What is your opinion about this pattern that happened in the past? Do you think this is still present and this level could be an area of interest for investors? Do you think we could see this level being broken out? Higher levels, lower levels, different ideas, please share them in the comments below. They are always welcome, all the honest opinions in honest traders. Trading HT, we hope that you are having a very good year 2025. Let's hope that this month goes also well for you, and we wish the best as usual. Bye bye, we love you. Take care, subscribe, comment, and I don't have more words for this. I shared everything that I wanted with you. So now is your turn. Let us know in the comments below your opinion. Bye bye.